Hello, everyone, and good day. I am here today to talk about an upcoming important event occurring the second Saturday in May of 2025. Now, this second Saturday in May is May 10th. Mark your calendar. Reason being, it is a food drive as close as your mailbox. So this is a food drive that mail carriers are helping to go ahead and spark, and essentially it's bag up as much healthy, non-perishable food items and place it near your mailbox, and your letter carrier basically goes ahead and takes the bagged up food and it goes to local food pantries within your area to help to supplement and feed the hungry individuals within your own community. So the national sponsors that are going ahead and helping to aid this whole food drive collection are including, but not limited to, the United States Postal Service. Those are those individuals who deliver our mail on a daily basis, and those are the individuals that will be collecting these bags in addition to regular U.S. mail going out for the day. Also, the other sponsors are Kellanova, United Way, AFL-CIO, also the Valpak, and the RID, I believe it is, or RRR, CVS Help, local food partners, and I believe it's the United Letter Carriers, which is right here, which is the National Rural Letter Carriers Association. So all of these sponsors have partnered together to have this Stamp Out Hunger food drive happen close to your home. And all they're asking you to do is to simply fill a bag, and it will help feed families that are in need, families that need supplementation in addition to everyday living. It doesn't necessarily mean it's poor people either. It could just be people that don't necessarily have the money or the funding to go ahead and buy all of the groceries that they need to stay not hungry. So every year I personally participate in the program, and I leave out for my letter carrier, and I let all of my neighbors know and everyone in the YouTube community know that I'm participating, and I'm going ahead and I'm tossing into my bag some non-perishable food. Now it says bag healthy. A lot of times I don't quite know what's not healthy. If I want to throw in some granola bars or things like that, they sound healthy, but if you look at the nutritional facts, they might not be deemed healthy to some. But anyways, I just bagged pretty much a lot of non-perishable foods. So I have some foods here in front of me to give you an example of what is possibly a non-perishable food that you can include. So this is Pampa tomato sauce. Now, I'm not using it, and it's been sitting on my shelves. I just have it as a supplement. It was cheap at the time, so I picked it up just as a little filler item. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this Pampa tomato sauce into my non-perishable bag so that someone could possibly make up a nice spaghetti dinner or some meat cakes with sauce, something they can go ahead and create as a recipe with this tomato sauce. I'm not using it. It's not expired, and it's going to go ahead and go to someone who needs it. I'm going to show you this. So this is the bottom of the can. Now, the can indicates a best buy date. That's what the BB stands for. There's sometimes a creation date. There's sometimes a sell date. So my best buy date on my can of sauce is August 14th, 2027. So this is a non-expired, good, non-perishable item to go ahead and throw away in my Stamp Out Hunger food drive bag. Now, you could probably use a plastic bag if you don't have a paper bag. A lot of people don't even know that paper bags are sometimes still available at grocery stores for you to go ahead and obtain. So I will be including this item as an example shared with you into the bag that I'm filling up for individuals for this Stamp Out Hunger food drive. Now, you do want to make sure that items are sealed, obviously, and that their expiration dates are good. Sometimes it's not clear as day as to where the expiration date is. Sometimes it may be on the bottom of the item. Sometimes it's a little bit harder to find. But once you do come across it, again, make sure it's not expired. So this expiration date on this Knorr pasta side is January of 2026. I just picked these up not that long ago. So this is another good example of what I'm throwing into my bag. It's a Knorr pasta side, Alfredo fettuccine, and a creamy Parmesan and Romano flavor cheese sauce. It's sealed, it's non-perishable, it's a dry mix, and I can go ahead and throw this into my bag and someone's gonna love it and make something delicious out of it. Now, this is another delicious item that I'm throwing in. It is a box of San Giorgio Angel Hair Pasta. Again, you want to make sure your expiration date, wherever it may be, is within date. This one's good till December of 2027. I actually overbought pasta, and even though I have enough pasta for like the next year, I could always spare some to help feed local families. So I'm including this item in my bag. So here is an example of something I wouldn't include. This is an empty box, but this is a Pillsbury ready-to-bake chick-shaped sugar cookie dough, keep dough refrigerated box of pre-cut cookies. So say, for example, if I had this in my refrigerator still, I would not be including this in your donatable bag. It is not non-perishable. This is actually perishable. It says right on it, keep dough refrigerated. So this is not something you want to include in that bag. You do not want to include things like fresh juices like orange juice. You don't want to include milk. You don't want to include eggs, butter, nothing as to that. But things like pasta and sauces and things like that I've given you an example, those are really good choices to go ahead and include in a bag for this upcoming Saturday food drive. So keep in mind, it's the second Saturday in May, okay? Gather a bag if you can, if you have the opportunity to, and leave it out for your local postal carrier. If you want to take this ticket and staple it to your bag or write on there, hey, this is for the Stamp Out Hunger food drive, some kind of notification so that your mail carrier is aware to take it. That's always a good idea. I know one Saturday I had told a lot of people to leave out a bag, but they didn't actually come to my one family member's residence to go ahead and take the bag. So the bag of food was just sitting there. But if you have some sort of notification or notice, this way it alerts your local mail carriers that, hey, you want to participate. You're giving this bag so that you can go ahead and help stamp out hunger in your local area. So I hope you all can participate. If you do, that's great. Thank you so much in advance. It's always wonderful when we can help feed one another and work together as a community to do so. I will be going ahead and participating in the promotion just due to having a little bit of extra excess in all of my food stocking supplies. And I wish you all a great, wonderful, bountiful day. I will look forward to catching you on my next video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day today. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.